So it's been a year. On May 25th, 2022, I took the stand for Johnny against Amber Heard in a defamation lawsuit that became immensely popular online. I had a viral moment. Things have changed for me quite a bit in the last year, and I still get a lot of questions about it. So I thought a year out, we can talk about what's different for me, my thoughts on where Johnny is now, my thoughts on where Amber is or isn't now, and we're going to answer some frequently asked questions that I get on my live streams, as well as react to my viral moments, which I have not actually seen all the way through. Number one question I get asked is, do I regret it? Of course not, no. This was something I knew the truth about. I was in a unique position to give some information and help someone that I knew was, I don't know if he's totally innocent, but definitely innocent of what he was being accused of. And I knew that there was some media manipulation taking place. Two of the camera guys that worked for me during all of that time that I testified about have come forward to corroborate my testimony. They came out and said, yeah, everything you said was true. I remember, and I was there. That actually leads me to my next big question people ask me is, did TMZ come after me? No, they did not. I think they understood that they were better off just leaving it alone because they'd already gotten so much bad press out of this. And I know some people who still work at TMZ and were telling me what it was like when all of this went down, when the trial was happening. The office came to a standstill and they were watching my testimony. And Harvey Levin was scared shitless and was freaking out, running around for the lawyers. When that article came out saying I was going to testify, he just jumped up and started screaming for the lawyers. And the fear and panic was extremely funny to me. And it makes me really happy. Do I know Johnny? So no, we hung out for about half an hour after I testified, just by virtue of being in the same room after the fact. And we just chatted about stuff, and he was extremely thankful, said, oh my God, it's so amazing you're doing this. Thank you so much. You helped so much, blah, 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 blah. But no, of course he didn't reach out. He's, I don't know him anything. He doesn't know me anything. There's no reason for us to be in further contact. If I was him, I would want to put this as far behind me as humanly possible, and I probably wouldn't really want to see most of those people ever again. Just want to close that chapter. And on that topic, have I spoken to Camille or Elaine? No, I have not. Elaine, God no, fuck her. And Camille, I have not spoken to her. I have no reason to. She's a lawyer. Her job is done. Also, I wasn't totally thrilled when she went on TMZ. She went to the offices to be a part of their Christmas special. I also didn't love when she agreed to take Kanye on as a client. They got a lot of backlash for that and didn't end up doing it, but, it's one of those things you got to remember. These people are lawyers. Lawyers first, people second. Am I famous now? No, but if I was, I maybe was for about a month. I understand the fascination and wanting to ask questions and that you saw me on TV and all that, so I get it. It's no different than coming up to the chocolate rain guy. I had a viral moment, so it's a thing. I get it. And if you see me doing content, stuff like this, I've been doing this since long before this trial happened. I've been making content on Twitch and everywhere else for 5 years. And that's always been my kind of bread and butter, is doing videos on entertainment news. So now, instead of doing it for other companies, I just get to do it for myself. Also, on that note, I was half expecting to eventually have some kind of horrible run-in with an Amber stan where somebody would throw a drink in my face and record it and put it on Facebook. But that never happened. I didn't even get any death threats. I got a lot of people being mean to me in comments on videos and stuff, but what do I care? As far as what I'm up to now, I'm doing content, stuff like this, and I'm trying to work on my media literacy advocation to try to help people understand when you see stuff in tabloids, what's for real, what's obviously a lie, understanding photo credits, things like that, trying to help people understand media and what they're seeing, what they're reading, because I think at the base level, media literacy is the ability to understand what's truth and what's not. And at its most important level, it's how we identify propaganda and fight fascism. Okay, now without further ado, we are going to react to my little viral moment, which I have not seen all the way through, and I'm going to cringe through this whole thing, but we'll get through it together.
Now, if you don't have information that's helpful to this case, then you wouldn't be a witness, correct?
Objection, calls for speculation.
Sustained. Next question.
I'm not a lawyer.
Okay, you know this case is being televised, right?
I don't know where she was going with that one. I guess she was trying to say that I didn't have anything, therefore the only reason I could be there. But it's because the TMZ lawyer who came up before, they basically said he doesn't know anything. He has no, he doesn't have any information. But if he did, we're going to sue everybody involved. So there wasn't a lot of confidence in that. So I guess she was trying to grab onto that, but that went nowhere.
I am aware that there are cameras.
And so this gets you your 15 minutes of fame, doesn't
Objection, Your Honor, argumentative.
it? I can ask that question.
Overruled.
So I stand to gain nothing from
I
this.
still can't believe she asked that. What a shitty thing to ask. I don't know how she couldn't see that. And they tried that with somebody else too. I remember they tried the 15 minutes thing with another person. I mean, way to show your hand that you really have nothing to go on. You have nothing. By the way, there's a bunch of stuff she probably could have said. She really could have drilled into the fact that, like, she could tell that I wasn't going to name names, which was TMZ's biggest fear, is that I was gonna reveal hard sources and say a name, and then that would jeopardize their news gathering ability in the future. But if she had just dug into the fact that I wasn't going to say the name and try to make it seem like I was lying, then maybe she would have had a better shot. But she just went for this BS. Just a bad lawyer.
I'm actually putting myself kind of in the target of TMZ, a very litigious organization.
By the way, I found out after the fact, and if you follow me on Twitter, you saw this. I am responsible for a massive spike in the Googling of what litigious means.
And I'm not seeking any 15 minutes here. Though you're welcome to speculate. I could say the same thing by taking Amber Heard as a client for you.
A little argumentative, don't you think?
Oh, hardly. I find that to be purely logical.
Okay, so here.